Now, the first type of friend we need to watch out for, and I say friend because we may have some weak friendships, and it doesn't mean that we had to cut these people out, but maybe with the right communication and effort from both parties, we can actually build a beautiful friendship, right? So this video isn't to say, hey, just go cut a bunch of people out of your life, but really have the awareness and identify who is there for you and who maybe you can build with still. But the first type of person I think we need to watch out for are the people who just say, it's not that deep, let people live. Let me explain. I do not like these type of people. I like people around me who will keep me accountable, who will correct me when I need correction, you understand? People who will always tell you it's not that deep and just live your best life are willing to watch you go down a slippery slope, willing to watch you step into negative relationship after negative relationship after negative relationship. Our community and our friends, you understand, they are reflections of us, you understand? We should be able to sharpen each other. And there is no love if there's no truth rooted in that love, you understand? Love requires truth. If you have a friend that is going down a bad path and you just affirm to them that everything is great, you are assisting in their downfall. Friends care about each other. They care about the current you, right? And they care about the future you. And they have the courage to speak up, open their mind, heart, and voice and tell you what they think. Now, we don't have to listen to everything that everybody says. People can just express their opinions. But there are people who will just give us affirmations, and we surround ourselves in affirmation bubbles. And I always say affirmation bubbles need to be popped. If you never have disagreements with some of your friends, or there's never no type of correction, and you see that you're not growing in your life either, something may be wrong with your community. You may be in an affirmation bubble with people who tell you it's not that deep. Let people live. I personally really care about society. I care about the direction society is going. That's why I speak up. If you follow me on Twitter, people get pissed off at me all the time because I speak up against porn. I speak up against lust because I was somebody who consumed these things, experienced so many negative effects, then went on a journey of healing and received life, you understand? So when I have friends, I will tell them like, yo, you got to put that away. You understand? That's not good for your mental. That's not good for your physical. And that's not good for your future relationships. Now, some people may take that as judgment, right? But it's not. You need friends that can speak truth and power into you 100%. If you don't have friends like that, you need to fix that. Now, there's two reasons why people may not speak truth and power into us. One, they just may be afraid to hurt you. Right? But a good friend knows that if they are correcting you, they are leading with love. So they intend on leaving with love. You understand? They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to elevate you. And another reason why someone may not be honest with you is because they simply don't care. They don't care where you're going, right? They just like to have you there to talk to, text message with, gossip with. And these are the people we may need to be aware of and ask ourselves, should they be in my orbit? You understand? Another person, another type of friend we should watch out for, which we all know, is the ones that constantly gossip about others. Because if they're gossiping about other people, they're definitely gossiping about us. Misery loves company. And I don't even need to go deep into this one because we all know, we've all experienced it. And I think we should challenge ourselves to not gossip as well because, you know, everyone falls victim to it, right? Sometimes I'll be having a conversation and then something about somebody else pops in my head and I'm about to say it. And it's almost like I could feel God, my conscience be like, nah. Don't even bring this up. And I'll go within my mind like, oh, why not? And it's like, you know what? This isn't going to lead the conversation anywhere. There's no value. This is gossiping. This isn't productive. Let's not do that. You understand? It's a beautiful thing when we come together with our friends because this is a great opportunity for laughter, right? For healing, understand, for company, for intimacy, whatever it may be. but it can also be filled with toxicity, destruction, right? It's an amazing thing when you realize that your friends are a nourishing environment. You will watch your life elevate. But I'm sure all of us have had toxic relationships, toxic friendships. And what happens? Our environment brings us down, right? We start to drown in that environment with those type of people. When I quit smoking like 10 years ago, I actually had to like leave certain friend groups, right? Just so I don't partake in certain activities anymore. And yeah, we'll go through seasons of isolation, but we'll come back out and head into a new position in alignment with people who are fit with our new direction. And that is a beautiful thing. I have one friend who is like, he supports me. Like, I don't even think there's another human being on the planet like this guy. Like, he does this for everybody, but this guy has shared pretty much almost every single video I have made in the last 3 years. And this is another thing. Watch out for the type of friends that seem to never support you. Now, your friends don't have to share every single video you make, but the ones that seem to like never get excited for you, never support you, don't get excited about this new loving relationship you're in, but instead try to tear it down, instead try to say, oh, are you sure? And try to cast doubts into your mind, because misery loves company. My friend, he will share every single video and he's just like, yo, people need to see your brilliance. When we can surround ourselves with people who are not intimidated by our success, afraid of our success, but instead want to elevate it, want to be there for it, you understand, are inspired by it, that's a beautiful thing. And I always say it's completely normal to experience jealousy, to be jealous of our friends, or for our friends to be jealous of us. I think feeling jealousy is okay. I think what we do with that jealousy depends on if it's okay or not, right? If you experience jealousy and you take it as an opportunity to look within yourself and say, why am I jealous? I'm jealous because this person is getting married or they got a new career position. I'm not quite happy where I am. So you know what? I'm going to use them as a reflection and write down the things I need to do so I can see similar results in my life. But if we are jealous and now we try to take somebody else down, now we've gone down a slippery slope and we are the friend that needs to be removed. We need supportive friends, you understand? Another type of person I think we need to watch out for are the opportunists, right? Now, there's a lot of people like that who simply want to be friends with you because of who you are or even just how you look. I remember back in the day, I had, a couple of friends that were women, and they would tell me that they choose their friends who they're going to go party with or go to the club with based on like the hot ones, right? So they can just have like a hot clique. So they'll literally make friends with a stranger just so they can add another girl into their aesthetic. And I'm like, that's very shallow. And in my life, I've noticed there's been people who've only wanted to be friends with me because I can make them videos, right? Or they feel like, oh, this guy is going somewhere, let me ride that train, you understand? But they don't want to bring no value into your life. They simply want to take. I think at the end of the day, why I'm pretty strong on self-love, it's only because it's the first love and it builds our confidence to not allow the wrong type of people into our life, right? Self-love is a pathway to true love, right? When we have that confidence in ourselves, we're not going to allow other people to disrespect us. And it's not about the quantity of friends, because like how many quality friends can you actually maintain? Communicating with on a weekly basis or daily basis, seeing, it's very difficult, right? I don't have a lot of friends, but I have quality friends, you understand? I have maybe 2 or 3 really quality friends that I don't even see that often, but the connection and the support is there, you understand? I have one friend, he's been my day one for like 20 years, and back in the day, if I needed $100, I knew I could call him, he'll give me $100. If he needed $200, he could call me, I'll give him $200. No questions doubt. I remember there was a time where I think one of us only had $100 on us and we just split it 50-50. We're like, yo, take this 50, you take this 50, and let's get it. You understand? Let's keep moving forward. And these are the type of friends I love to build with. And your romantic partner really should be your best friend as well. And I have that now as well, which is a beautiful thing. I think moving forward, the reason why I brought this video to the forefront is because I think, beyond spirituality and mindfulness and religion, these things are very important. These things are the foundation. You understand? My faith is my foundation. But our relationships are so key. And I'm noticing a decline in relationships because now we believe that there's so many fish in the sea, right? There's so many people out there that it's easy to say goodbye to someone and bring somebody else in. And I think we need to focus on creating strong tribes. We are creatures of community. And each one of us at times will go through a season of isolation where we may not have any friends at all. But that's just preparing us to step into a new relationship. You understand? A beautiful one that fulfills us, one that we can fill and be reflections of one another. So those are a few type of people I think we should watch out for. Be very wary of the affirmation bubbles. The people who just tell you what you want to hear, you understand? Have people who speak truth and power into you. It's not love if there's no truth in it. Remind yourself of that. It's not love unless there's truth in it. So the same thing for you. When you communicate with your friends, if you are not being honest, you are not loving them. You understand? Even if you're telling them sweet, 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 sweet words, rubbing their belly, telling them things they want to hear. But if you're not being honest, you are not loving them. When people say it's not that deep, just let them live, but they're going down a slippery slope, that is not love, you understand? Let's strengthen each other. Let's be there for one another and let's thrive. And you done know in hindsight, everything gonna be all right. It's a vibe thing. We powered by shit. And let's be honest. Most of us on this channel, we a family, we friends, you understand? So leave a comment below and I'll see you on the next video.